Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at short scary stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. Today, the popular girl befriended the weirdo. Layla was the most popular girl at school. The girls idolized her and the boys lusted after her. She sat next to Arnold in algebra, but she strongly preferred not to. Arnold was a class weirdo. He was socially inept, smelled a bit funky, and would always read manga and comics during study period. Layla would occasionally strike up a conversation with him, but soon regretted when she was met with uncomfortable silences and awkward tension. Behind his back, Layla would mock him around her friends. She wasn't sure why, probably because it made her feel superior. In turn, her friends would taunt him to his face. They'd do anything to impress her. She felt bad for enabling their behavior, but she got a thrill knowing they would follow her every move. It would toughen him up, she would tell herself. But Layla decided today was different. Today she wanted to be nice to Arnold. "Hey Arnold, how are you today?" "Hey Layla, I'm okay." A prolonged silence ensued. "What you got there?" "Oh, it's nothing, it's just some dumb comic book." "I don't think it's dumb, let me see." She feigned interest as she flipped through the pages. "This is cool, you should show me more after school sometime." He shuffled around, turning red, visibly uncomfortable. Yeah, that would be cool." She blinked flirtatiously. "Well, maybe we could go on a date sometime, and you could show me then." He let out a nervous laugh and nodded. Turning back to his desk, Layla could see him hiding his goofy smile. Today, Layla wanted to be nice to Arnold. Today, she wanted Arnold to like her. She hoped that Arnold would want to see her again. Because in class today, Layla caught a glimpse of the gun hiding in Arnold's bag. Wow. This is why people should just be nice. Seriously. I mean, I'm pretty sure she was the one who caused him to become like this, right? But man, seriously, Layla is still just a terrible person. No character development from her. But yes, people just be nice to everyone because you never know what someone's going through. My wife keeps introducing me to people who aren't there. I thought she was playing a practical joke the first time she did it. I was in the kitchen when she walked in the front door mid-conversation. She gave a brief pause and introduced me to no one, apparently called Jeff. I gave her a quizzical glance, but she carried on the conversation, going as far as to pause as if waiting for the other person to reply. "Really, Ian? You can't even say hello?" "There's no one there," I cried. We didn't talk for a few days, and then on the weekend she asked if I wanted to go for some drinks with some friends. I was still cranky but agreed. She was my wife. We arrived to an empty apartment. She told me to not bother knocking. My wife smiled as she let herself into the apartment, said she'd never hear us knock over all the chatter. My heart began to race as I watched my wife lean down, hugging people who were not there. She gave names of those who were sitting in each empty chair. I stared around the empty room, dazed. I gingerly took a seat, in what I was hoping was an empty chair, you know what I mean, and tried to play along with my wife. It happened again the next week. An art gallery opening, her friend's exhibition. I started to lose my shit when I was stood in an empty gallery, looking at empty picture frames. When I heard my wife ooh and ah over an empty frame, I couldn't contain myself any longer. "What the hell's gotten into you?" she hissed. I played along at the start, but this is a joke. There's no one in the room. Her face changed to worry. "I haven't been playing any practical joke on you, I swear. I think you need to go to the doctor." My wife wouldn't let up about me seeing a doctor, so I gave in and found myself sitting in an empty doctor's office, my wife nodding along to an empty office chair. A week or so later, I arrived home to my wife preparing dinner in our kitchen. She gave me a sheepish smile, a kiss on my cheek, and told me she was sorry for messing with me. She was my wife, and I loved her. Chris was one of my college buddies. We had recently reconnected, and he invited me and the wife over for dinner. I greeted Chris and introduced him to my wife. We made some small talk. My wife was reserved and I tried to include her more in the conversation. After a while, Chris gave a nervous laugh and I asked if everything was okay. He looked awkward, his eyes not quite meeting mine. It's just that there's no one there." My wife tells me she's real. I can feel the warmth of her skin against mine. She's my wife. I believe her. So the wife was the one who was fake all along? That's crazy. He just hallucinated everything. You know what this reminds me of? Of the lamp story. There was a story of this guy who had like a perfect life, perfect family, until one day he was just staring at his lamp and he was like, "This lamp is so weird. Why does it look like that?" And the more he stares at it and tries to analyze it, he realizes the lamp is fake. And guess what? That's when he wakes up from his coma. So the entire family that he's built in his mind is just fake. So he had to mourn the loss of a fake family when he broke up. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. My husband ate my caramel drumsticks. It was a silly thing to cry about, an ice cream cone. I'd cry about that too. The last one? How dare he? But as I stared at the empty box in the freezer, feet and back aching, worried about doctor's appointments, the baby's due date just 2 months away, all I wanted in the world, what I craved, was the caramel drumsticks I bought for myself. I even asked him not to eat them. I walked down the stairs to his man cave, empty box in hand. God, the stench. I counted 5 empty Keystone cans on the coffee table in front of him. What happened to the man I married, who tried so hard to win my affection? After we got married, he stopped trying, and once I became pregnant, he grew mean. Why did you eat my ice cream? I asked, knowing I wouldn't get a real answer. Are you crying? He could see that I was, so I didn't respond. That's enough. This has got to stop. What has to stop? All this boo-hoo me, I'm a victim bullshit. All you do anymore is cry. I'm sorry for being upset. I wasn't. I don't want to see one more tear, you hear me? When I married you, I told you I wanted lots of kids. This is just number 1. There's going to be 5 or 6 more, so suck it up, buttercup. Your life isn't so hard. Ah! He's dead. It slipped out. I didn't mean to say it out loud. I don't think I want more kids. He stood up slowly from his recliner and whipped a full beer at my feet. Don't ever say that shit again. Never again. You'll do what I say or I'll be rid of you. Did you know the leading cause of death for pregnant women is homicide? I didn't believe that either, but now I do. I'm so sorry, I grovelled. I'm just hormonal. I run to the store and get more ice cream. Do you need more beer? Damn right I do. I went to the store. I grabbed the drumsticks, lots of beer, and a little of something else. He didn't even say thank you when I brought him the beer. In the kitchen, I made a small mess melting the ice cream, refilling the cones, then repackaging them. I put the cones back in the freezer and went to sleep. When I woke, I was alone in bed. I found my husband face down on the kitchen floor. Can you believe after crying and confronting him, the drunk bastard still went up to eat more of my caramel cones? He ate 3 and was too wasted to taste the rat poison unmixed in the sweet vanilla ice cream. I took out my phone. I worked some tears. I just had to cry for the police to make it seem natural. Then I'd never cry for him again. She killed him! Wow. Holy. See? Moral of the story. Just be nice. Else you're dead. Seriously, the one thing everyone knows is you just don't mess with a pregnant woman's food. Okay. Damn, these stories are good. These plot twists. Seriously. Even though it's fake, you still get the moral out of these stories. At the end of the day, it doesn't cost that much to be nice to someone. But you know what happens when you're a terrible person? You'll get your karma one day. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!